Hello, neighbors, and welcome to the Pulse, Lake Wildwood's news and information program. I'm Paul Town, and this is the news for the week starting Friday, June 5. Let's start with a message from our general manager, Brian Cox.
Greetings, Lake Wildwood, for this June 4th, 2020 report from the general manager. It's warm. As you can see, I'm outside because Paul wants me to sit outside where it's nice and hot and do this. A couple things going on this week. You'll see that the fire crews are in the intersections, clearing out the fire fuel at our primary intersections that we're going to use for an evacuation route. When they're done with these intersections, they will get back on their schedule for the streets, starting on Lake Wildwood Drive and following through. We anticipate this to be a couple months down the road, so detailed instructions on what to do if you live on Lake Wildwood Drive will come at you at a later date, and you should expect some more information on your doorknob as well. So we're happy to see that going. Nevada County still in level 2. Level 2 means no large groups indoors over 10, no large groups outside over 25. We still have restrictions on pickleball, tennis, bocce ball, just to follow safe distance regulations, which we've asked every one of the groups to create their own safe distancing in conjunction with the United States Tennis Association and Pickleball Association. So those are working well, but we will not open fully and officially these programs until we go to level 3, Nevada County. But we anticipate this to be shortly, right around the corner in the next couple weeks. So don't quote me on that because it's up to the county now to make those decisions. We have decided to prepare the pool for opening. We do anticipate the pool opening shortly. LA County has opened up their pool, so if LA County is going to open their pools, it's only a matter of time before we'll go ahead and open up ours. We're hiring staff, hiring lifeguards, 9 lifeguards. We've got the snack bar we're hiring for. Different items. We'll start renting the kayaks, the paddle boards, the paddle boats, and anything else that we used to do shortly in the next couple weeks. So again, pay attention to that and you'll see more activity. The parks are being well used. Speaking of the parks, I just want to remind everybody that dogs are still not allowed in the parks. A lot of people have said and think that we decided to make dogs allowed in the parks because of the COVID-19 as a consideration, but there was no such decision made, and as much as we would like to have dogs in the park, they need to be on leash if they are in the park, if they do. And we also ask that you clean up the mess that your dog makes, because still it's constant. Our crews are constantly cleaning up the messes. So in any chance, if we're looking at possibly allowing dogs in the park, the people who do not want to clean up after their dogs are going to make that decision very hard to make. So we're asking everybody to please cooperate. And if you insist on taking your dog to the park, which we don't want to allow, security will ask you to take it, at least clean up after your dog and take it with you. Lake rules. We still have a lot of newbies on the lake. Newbies on the lake need to know the rules. There's a lot of high-speed activity. Yesterday morning there were 4 skiers being towed behind a boat. A lot of people don't understand the large wake rules. They don't understand why we need to have large wake rules, but if you own a dock and property on the lake and you have your nice boat parked there and your boat just gets constantly chafed with large waves, and then you lose the paint on the side of your boat and your dock becomes chipped and endangered, you'll understand. So we really are asking that if you're going to let your family use your boat, or you have a family, somebody who comes in and brings a boat, they need to review the rules, and the rules are available online. The patrol boat has rules. If you need a set of rules, you can flag them down, or you can go into the community center and get some of the rules, and they'd be more than happy to give them to you. In addition to that, reserve items. Right now we've gotten pretty well caught up on reserve items for the community. Again, the road pavement index study, that is studying the condition of all of our roads throughout Lake Wildwood, we're being looked at. When we get that road study done, we'll know who, what, when, and where. We're going to start doing some new pavement in the community. We're going to do this on a priority basis based on the condition of the roads. What else about the roads? Oh, if you have a asphalt driveway and you would like, or a private road, and you and your neighbors would like to have your private road or your asphalt driveway done, contact Public Works. We have arranged with the road crew that's doing our roads in Lake Wildwood to offer to you at the same cost that they're doing our roads, which is dramatically less than what you would get on your own. They will do your driveways and they will do your road, your private road, at the association costs. You will work, we will give you the number, you will work directly with them, but I can assure you that the expense, even if you're going to do it 2 years earlier than you thought you would, it's well worth the savings that you're going to make and to do your roads. We've seen a lot of parking violations in our parks. Again, I want to stress, you don't leave it up to security 100% to constantly patrol the parks for contractors and construction people on the weekend who use the parks. We're shooing them away constantly. Unauthorized parking. Tell your family members to use the passes when they park. It saves the embarrassment. It saves the headache of a patrol officer having to search and find the person who owns the vehicle to ask them, you know, is this theirs? Who are they staying with? So please, passes, and please instruct any contractors or construction people that the facilities are not for their use on the weekends. If they have passes, or any personal housekeeping staff, garden staff, and all that, remember that the parks are not for their use. The parking lots are not for their use. They're for members of the association only, and the appropriate passes given out. We've got the boaters covered. We've got the parking covered. Remember, we're still all in this thing together. I am following the guidance by Nevada County. Gavin Newsom has said the counties are now individually responsible to identify what level they're going to open up. It's not mandated from Sacramento anymore, but as you know, Nevada County was the first in the state of California to go to level 2. We are hoping that we're going to be going to level 3 shortly. That'll give us more lateral ability to open up the bar, do more food and beverage, larger groups, meetings indoors at the community center, picnics in the pavilion where we can't have them anymore. So let's hope we can get to level 3 as soon as we can. But outside of that, that's it for my weekly report. Any questions, please email me. Again, we try to answer your emails as quickly as we can, or give them to the appropriate person who can. So it's been a pleasure being here this week, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Brian. In board news, the planning meeting will be on June 10th at 1:30. This will be a virtual meeting available on the Pulse's YouTube channel. Also, the board will be sponsoring a Meet the Candidates Night on June 17th, with a location to be announced. We have 3 candidates for 2 seats. Chris Heisler, Kevin Jensen, and Tony Mueller's statements can be read in this week's e-bids. Defensible Space Advisory visits are up and running again. This is a good time to schedule a visit and get some advice on what you can do to increase your defensible space. Remember, these are only advisory visits. The Fire Safe Council of Nevada County has received funding to hold green waste drops in 3 locations. One of the locations will be at the Penn Valley Rodeo Grounds. The drop-offs will run Sunday through Tuesday through June. The hours of operation will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please refer to the Fire Safe Council's website at rufiresafe.com for further information or to schedule a defensible space visit. There's also a great need for volunteers. Thank you for your support. Burn day permits are now required from the fire department. To obtain a residential burn permit, the process is to go to the county website, burnpermit.fire.ca.gov, and fill out the form, print it, and watch a 3-minute video. The phone number to call in order to check for burn days is 274-7928. Listen for the status in our area. Remember, that not all days are burn days. Only those burn days listed on the message are approved for burning. It is extremely important to follow the proper rules and safety measures when burning. Burn permits are not available from the EMO office. It's time to break out your weed eater. By rule, grasses should be not taller than 4 inches. Inspections will start on June 15th. The 2020-21 road project is set to start next week. The main focus of the work is putting a seal on large portions of our road. The work scheduled with road names and dates that are to be done can be found at lwwa.org. Please direct all questions to Public Works at 432-1170. Here's Dustin with a clubhouse update.
Good afternoon, fellow community members. This is Dustin, the Director of Food and Beverage here at Lake Wildwood's Oaks Clubhouse. And we're back again this week talking a little bit about the operation and what we're doing to continue to open up and provide a stellar experience for our community members amidst all the COVID-19 mandates that we're continuously navigating through. So currently, the patio is open, as mentioned in my previous video. Lunches have been filling up since we lifted the mandate to have reservations only. So it's been great to hear the patio buzzing once again. We are still currently closed on Sundays and Mondays. We have no staff here. I have had a couple of emails asking about when people can make reservations, and on Sunday and Mondays we do not have the staffing currently to accommodate taking reservations on those days. However, we are open for lunch still on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 11:30 to 2:30. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we're open for lunch from 11:30 to 4 p.m. Then we have that hour pause, as mentioned in my previous video, and we begin dinner service from 5 to about 8 o'clock, and that still is reservation only. So if you do want to make a reservation, we are maxing out the number of people per table at 10. Again, that's a mandate from the Nevada County Health Department. Right now, if you are looking to make that reservation, you will call 530-432-1155. We currently have our voicemails disabled. That is to ensure that we don't have a backlog of voicemails to catch up on. So if you do call for reservations Tuesday through Saturday, you can start calling at 11:30 a.m. That is when we have someone manning the phones. You'll get a live person. We're trying to figure out just some perks that we can do for curbside pickup. It's been very successful as we continue to improve to-go ordering. You will see some featured wine starting probably next month. Coppola Chardonnay is one of our biggest sellers, and I'm giving a 40% discount on a bottle at curbside pickup. So Coppola usually is $34 a bottle here, and we're going to be selling it for $20 at curbside pickup. So if you do a to-go order, that bottle of Coppola will only be $20. We're going to get creative with some other wine bottles, but that is the bottle that we are featuring for the remainder of the month at that price, again, for curbside pickup. Sorry, I like to reiterate a little bit just to ensure that we're driving the points home. So moving forward, starting next week, we are going to be opening the bar area for dining. So that will now include the patio that you can still continue to dine on, but with the heat coming, we want to be able to expand into the bar for the air conditioning. You'll see a couple more staff members peppered in to begin to accommodate both zones, and we'll just continue to navigate through all of this. Not much change in regards to our menu as of yet. It's still very challenging to find certain products. You'll find that our menu might say that we have, for instance, salmon, but unfortunately it can be very hard to get right now. So we're, again, navigating through some of the ordering process during this time. We will be running dinner specials. We started last week running prime rib on Thursday. Again, it's kind of hard to find right now, so we might run out on any given day. We ran a T-bone steak special on Friday of last week and Saturday. Jay, our sous chef, has a very popular cioppino that he made on Saturday night, and we sold out of that. So again, it's really good to see everybody coming back, the place buzzing. Please be patient as we continue to accommodate as many people as possible, as safely as possible, as we continue to just reopen the clubhouse stage by stage. So again, next week, the bar area will be opening. We'll be serving lunches on our normal hours. You can find it on the website, lwwa.org. You have to be on the membership side to view the menu. However, we might be changing that so that anybody can view it. And then you can also find us on Facebook, the Oaks Clubhouse, Lake Wildwood. It's a group page that I have developed that I update regularly. Today, for instance, I gave a shout out to the team that has been here, really assisting in reopening what we're trying to do here. So it's great to have a core group that can continue to navigate through this, and we're happy to be here for our community. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach me at my email, Dustin, DUSTINW, at lwwa.org. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
It's nice to enjoy our clubhouse once again. Many thanks to Dustin and his staff. In golf news, here's Jim Knight.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Jim Knight. I'm the head golf professional at Lake Wildwood. It's been about 5 weeks since we've been here talking to you, and a lot of changes in those 5 weeks. Fortunately, we've heard everybody's doing well, and that's very nice to hear. So in the last few weeks, we have changed some of our policies and procedures on the golf course, and I want to share those with you today. So first of all, good news, we are selling merchandise again. So we took the ropes down. You can come in and you can shop, but if you're going to do that, we still want to practice our social distancing, and we have put a hand washing machine right on the front door when you come in. So if you're planning on doing any shopping, please wash your hands before you go touch the merchandise or try some stuff on. Second, guests are now allowed. So we are allowing you to bring your guest. We do want the social distancing still happening on the golf course. So with your guests, let's please stay 6 feet apart when you're out on the golf course. Rental carts, we have started renting our rental carts again. We have our carts available for our members only right now. We are allowing, if you have 2 people and you both live inside Lake Wildwood, you may share the cart now and ride with each other. So if one of you does not have a golf cart and another one does, you can share and go out and play together. Like I said, rental carts are for the members only. We still have the cups on our green. We have some things inside the cups where the ball will only go down a couple inches, so not everybody's touching the hole. We still have the rakes out of the bunkers, and we do ask if you go in after you hit your ball out of the sand to take your foot and smooth it out for the next player. We also have all our ball washers out of order right now, so unfortunately, bring a towel, wet the towel, and you can clean your golf balls before you tee off. So with all those changes, we are in phase 2, and it's been very, very busy on the golf course, and we hope to see you out here real soon too. If you have any more questions, please call the Pro Shop and we'll try to clarify any of your questions that you have. Thank you.
Next week, Jim will have exciting news about some great new programs. Good news! Meadow Park Bocce Club play has resumed. Weekly games are on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 and 10 a.m., and evening games start at 6. For more information, call Gary at 432-9059. The Lake Wildwood Bridge Club is hosting 4 bridge games online on Saturday, June 20th, with proceeds benefiting Alzheimer's research. The games will be held via Bridge Base Online, BBO, at 9 and 10 a.m., 12, 10 p.m., and 3:10 p.m., and at 6:40 p.m. Fees are $5 per person per session for these games, which are sanctioned by the American Contract Bridge Club, ACBL. For details about playing bridge on BBO, or if you need a partner for any of the games, please contact Pam Moreland at 530-615-4128. The Water Sports Club is having their kickoff potluck on Sunday, June 14th. On Wednesday, June 17th at 6 p.m., they hope to start their Wednesday Water Sports Happy Hour. Grab a beverage, bring your boat, or just meet at Commodore Park Dock. We'll social distance, get in a tow or two, enjoy life on the lake, and be happy. Our security update comes from our security manager, Pete Newell.
Well, greetings once again. Pete Newell, your security manager at Lake Wildwood. Going to start today with something light. Today, finally, I have a haircut appointment. So you're not going to see Mark Twain again next week. I'll be back to my regular conservative self. In any event, summer is certainly here. And one of the things we're seeing a lot more of course, is people out driving golf carts. Wanted to bring a couple of things to your attention that are often misunderstood and often ignored. Anyone driving a golf cart inside Lake Wildwood must have a valid driver's license. Unfortunately, it's not the situation where your 12-year-old grandchild can visit and go and learn how to drive. Must have a driver's license. The next part that we see all too often involving golf carts is driving under the influence. Yes, that really is the rule for a golf cart as well. Many people, I think, have the opinion that it's not a car, so it's a smart and safe thing to do. You're at a friend's house or you're at the restaurant and you've had a few too many. It's okay, it's just my golf cart. Well, that's not really true. And while it's not an enforcement priority, certainly not with security, imagine this scenario. You're driving home with a passenger and you just make a minor little oops, and the next thing you know, your golf cart's in a ditch. You look at your passenger and there's a minor injury to an arm. The CHP comes along and the next thing you know, you're up at county jail with a DUI. It really means something. It is important, so please don't drink and drive, including golf carts. We really only have one incident to talk about this week. I'm hoping it doesn't set the scene for a busier summer in this regard, but we had another couple of mailboxes knocked down during the past week. This is something that happens on again and off again all year, but it always seems to happen more when kids are out of school or when people are visiting. We think we understand it's a young teenage or young adult thing, baseball bat in a car, driving by, seeing, trying to knock down mailboxes. Anybody sees anything like that, please get a license plate and give us a call. We only have two to report right now, so we're feeling lucky, but we are concerned about it moving forward. We're still continuing to see quite a few parking permit violations in the park. I think we had 36 of them over the past week, mostly on the weekends. So please, yourselves, your friends, your guests, make sure they have the proper parking permits for our parks. Very few regular dog violations, only one barking dog and one loose dog call all week, but we did have 5 more incidents of having to remind somebody that dogs are not allowed in the parks. We also did our 10 speeding violations throughout the week, and that's back to pretty much normal. So we hope you're enjoying the summer, and we'll talk to you next week.
I'd like to thank Pete and his officers for doing their best to keep our community safe and secure. That's the news for this week. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pulse YouTube channel, home of your virtual board of directors meetings. Until next time, stay healthy and happy.